Welcome back to Paranormal Confessions. Tonight, our guest has lived through years of terrifying events in the very house of his grandparents. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me. It's not easy to talk about, but maybe sharing it will help me let go of that place.
So, let's start from the beginning.
I spent my 20s in the house where my grandparents had lived and died. It was just me and my dad, but he was rarely there. Most nights he was at the bar down the street, so I was alone almost every night. And every time I felt something. Not just a presence behind me, but the certainty that if I turned around, I'd see something twisted, wrong, enough to break my mind. It happened most often in the basement, while doing laundry, sometimes upstairs too. That house was full of eyes I couldn't see. One night my best friend came over. I begged her to stay because I couldn't stand being alone anymore. We were making sandwiches in the kitchen, and suddenly the air froze. She whispered, "Something's wrong." We rushed toward the hallway, but as we stepped out, a violent hiss came from the pitch-black dining room. We dropped everything. We ran shaking back to my room. My dog was asleep on the bed, completely still. He hadn't moved at all.
That must have been terrifying. But you said it only got worse?
Yes. Much worse. We were watching videos one night, and then clear footsteps in the hallway. Not a creak, not the house settling. Real, deliberate steps. We thought someone had broken in. I grabbed my dog, opened the door, and the hallway was empty. No one there. Driveway empty. Just silence. But the worst night was with my ex. We were sitting on the floor playing chess. At the far end of the table was a small tube of ointment, far out of reach. Suddenly, it moved. I didn't see it directly, but my ex did. His eyes went wide, and then an empty cardboard box nearby came alive with scratching. I grabbed the box while it was still moving, but when I opened it, nothing inside. Later, my ex told me about another night. He woke up in my bed, blankets wrapped so tight around him he couldn't breathe. His upper body was hanging off the side of the bed, slowly pulled toward the open closet. The same closet where I had once seen strange lights. He tried to call my name, but no sound came out. Finally, he hooked his leg over mine, and suddenly, his body fell back into place. He never slept peacefully in that house again. Neither did I. And then the dreams began. I heard my grandparents' voices, not angry, not threatening, but pleading. They whispered, "This house isn't safe anymore. I grew up surrounded by their love in those walls, but what remained was not them. It was something else, something dark. That's when I knew I had to leave.
It sounds like your grandparents were trying to protect you, even from beyond.
Yes, I believe so. And the moment I left that house, the presence vanished. I still miss them, but not that house.
Thank you for listening to Paranormal Confessions. Stories like these remind us the past never stays buried. If you want to hear more, join us on Patreon for full episodes, interactive stories, and exclusive content. Patreon.com/Whispers from Beyond.